Welcome to Storytime with Pr Chantell. Our story today comes from the Story for Children. We continue Storytime with Chapter 14, A Kingdom Torn in Two. So the Lord said to Solomon, "You have chosen not to keep my covenant. You have decided not to obey my rules. I commanded you to do what I told you, but you did not do it. So you can be absolutely sure I will tear the kingdom away from you. I will give it to one of your officials." 1 Kings 11:11. The wisest man on earth wasn't always wise. As King Solomon grew older, he began to make bad choices. He married many women who worshipped idols. Instead of leading them to love God, Solomon let his wives talk him into worshiping their idols. After Solomon's rule ended, the peace and prosperity of the nation ended too. A dark time began in Israel's history. Men fought over who would be king. The kingdom divided and a long string of evil kings began to rule the nations. Occasionally a good king would come to the throne and call the people back to God. Good kings, bad kings. 1 Kings 14:21 through 31, 15:9 through 24, and 29 through 33. God was very disappointed with Solomon. "Since you have disobeyed me and worshipped other gods, I will tear the kingdom away from you," God told the king. God was angry with Solomon. The people of Israel were angry too. For years, Solomon had demanded huge taxes from them. This made the people poor, and many of them had turned away from God in discouragement and worshiped false gods instead. Just as God promised, he split the great kingdom of Israel into two nations, Israel and Judah. For the next 350 years, God's chosen people did not follow God's rule for holy living. Most of the time, they were led by evil kings who worshipped idols instead of the one true God. One good king of Judah, King Asa, tried hard to bring the people back to worshiping God. Asa got rid of the false idols. He brought gold and silver to the temple to show honor to God. Just as Asa tried to do good, King Ahab of Israel seemed determined to do the most evil. He and his wife Jezebel encouraged people to worship the idol Baal. Their actions were more evil than all the other bad kings combined. It was a sad time for the nation that had been led by so many faithful men. God's message: "You have turned your backs on me. Your kings have led you astray. The closeness we once shared is gone. But I will call you back again and again. I will never stop trying. I am your loving God, and you are my people."